This segment is sponsored by Swaco.
From waste to resources. That's the slogan of the Solid Waste Authority of Central Ohio, or Swaco. And we want to welcome Hannah Greer-Brown, Swaco's Communications Manager. She's here with Eric Weber, Sales Manager with Rumpke. And they're here to talk about the holidays and how you can go green this time of year. Good to have you guys here.
Yeah,
Thanks for having us.
So Hannah, first, how do all the presents and decorating impact our waste?
Absolutely. It is definitely easy for our waste to go up this time of year when you consider that we're busy shopping, gift giving, baking, entertaining. All of that stuff can contribute to an increase in waste as much as 25%.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what are some steps that we can take to simplify that and get rid of some of that waste we're creating?
Yeah, it's really easy just to remember the 3 R's we've all been taught,
Okay.
right? We want to look for ways to reduce our waste, reuse as many items as possible, and then when it comes to recycling, make sure we're recycling right.
Nice. And you have kind of an example of things that you want to touch on the table here. Talk about that.
Yeah, so if you're looking for ways to reduce the amount of waste you're creating, when you're out shopping, look for items with little to no packaging.
Okay.
So try to avoid the additional cardboard and plastic that things come wrapped in. Also look for ways to reuse items. So here's an example of gift wrap that I used daily newspaper to wrap.
I love this. I actually do this with friends' gifts, so this is a really
Yeah.
good idea. And you heard something cool to do with kids in newspapers.
Yeah, someone recently recommended to me to use like the funnies or the comic section to wrap kids' presents in. It's
Oh, I
really
love
kind of
that.
a cute, unique way to engage them. And then certainly when it comes to items around the house, so if you're decorating and you have lights that you no longer need or other items that you no longer want, don't just simply throw those in the trash.
Okay.
Think about places like Goodwill Industries or Volunteers of America as a place to donate those.
I might have thrown a couple away, so forgive me for this
Okay.
holiday season. But you mentioned recycling. So Eric, what do people recycle and what can't they? Because I know there's a lot of things that I thought you could recycle. And it's like, no, you can't.
Right, yeah, it's really important that you recycle right.
Okay.
Things like wrapping paper, gift bags, gift greeting cards, the paper ones that are plain without any glitter or metallic, tinfoil, plastics, those items can be recycled.
So that's a good rule of thumb. If there's anything shiny, glittery on it, that cannot be recycled.
That's correct.
Got it, okay.
That's correct. Tissue paper cannot be recycled
All right.
either. Things like after the holiday season, Christmas trees, and live garland, those items cannot be put in your recycling. However, you can compost those items as long as you remove the ornaments, the garland, tinsel,
Oh, that's
and
a great
the Christmas
idea.
lights. Yeah.
That's perfect. Now, in addition to the decorating and all the gifts and recycling, I've already done so. We're eating a lot more this holiday and Christmas season. What are ways people can reduce their waste in that sense, Hannah?
Yeah, I mean, it is such a festive time of the year, right? We're getting together with friends and family. We're cooking and baking probably for more people than we normally do. And so it is a big opportunity for us to create a lot of food waste. And so, in fact, we're throwing away about 1 million pounds of food waste every day in Franklin County. And so we want to avoid that at the holidays. So we have a few simple tips that people might be interested to know about. There's a really cool tip or trick out there that's called the guesstimator.
The guesstimator, okay.
Yeah, if you go to swaco.org, you can find the guesstimator. But it really helps you figure out how big of a turkey do I need for however many people I want to serve. It even lets you factor in if you want leftovers for the next day.
Okay.
So try and use the guesstimator. That'll help you figure out what to put on your shopping list.
Got it.
We always recommend people shop with a list
Yeah.
because that keeps you organized. You don't impulse buy. You only buy what you need, which is really important this time of year as well. And then something I personally like to do is as you have those friends and family over, send them home with leftovers.
Yes.
That way I don't have to eat everything I made.
Yep.
I can limit the amount of waste that's left over, and it makes them feel good. They don't have to worry about lunch for the next day.
That's a great idea. And keep the Tupperware container too. That way you guys can wash it.
Sure.
No, this is great information. Obviously, we want to help reduce our waste. It helps our city. It helps Ohio.
That's correct.
Where can people go for all the information and even more?
Yeah, absolutely. Swaco.org.
Perfect. Eric, thank you so much for joining us here.
Thank you.
Hannah, good to see you
Thank you.
again.
Happy holidays.
Yes, since 25% more trash is thrown away at the holidays, make sure you reduce your waste, and you can learn more, as Hannah said, at swaco.org.